Firefighting in Canada this week is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. On this week's episode, the government of Newfoundland and Labrador is investing over $3 million in new firefighting equipment. Then, the BC government has committed to earlier pensions for wildland firefighters. And some of the incoming and retiring chiefs across the country in a new edition of the Fire Hall Bulletin. The government of Newfoundland and Labrador is investing more than $3 million to replace over 300 self-contained breathing apparatus units for volunteer firefighters. The investment is building on additional budget increases for the purchase of fire protection vehicles and firefighting equipment, which the government doubled to nearly $4 million in 2022. The announcement was made by Dr. Andrew Furey, the Premier of Newfoundland and Labrador, at an event held at Holyrood Fire Department. More than 50 volunteer fire departments in Newfoundland and Labrador are currently using a variety of SCBA units that will be discontinued in the coming months. The government of British Columbia has committed to enhance the pensions for wildland firefighting personnel employed directly by the BC Wildfire Service. The negotiation, led by the BC General Employees Union, will help align wildland firefighters' benefits with those of other public safety occupations, allowing them to receive their earliest pensions up to 5 years sooner than regular members of the Public Service Pension Plan. The province and the union hope to finalize the agreement in 2025, with changes taking place in early 2026. While eligibility is still being determined, the province reported in a press release that the majority of workers for the BC Wildfire Service would qualify. Multiple departments across the country will be beginning the autumn season with a new fire chief. Banff Fire Department in Alberta has selected Carrie Martins as their new fire chief. Martins brings over 30 years of experience to the role, including 18 years spent as fire chief of the Lake Louise Fire Department. Central York Fire Services welcomed Rocco Volpe as its new fire chief, serving the Newmarket and Aurora communities in Ontario. Volpe joined the department as deputy fire chief in 2015 and has led both the operations and support services divisions, bringing 25 years of expertise to the position. Sook Fire Rescue Services in British Columbia has appointed Chris McRae as their new deputy fire chief. He's been a member of the department for 25 years, beginning as a volunteer firefighter and worked his way to captain before this most recent promotion. The city of Barrie in Ontario has chosen Kevin White as their new fire chief. White began his firefighting career with Barrie in 1998 and is a recipient of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Award for his advocacy on behalf of firefighters across Canada. And Powassan Fire Department Chief Bill Cox is retiring exactly 50 years after joining the Ontario Department as a volunteer. He will be replaced by Rob Giesler, who has worked with Cox since 1990. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode on Friday, October 11th.